अस्सलाम वालेकुम एवरीवन। मेरा नाम फ़ारिस खालिद है। दिस इज़ Eocean कनेक्ट। आज का डिस्कशन एक बहुत ही एक्साइटिंग कन्वर्सेशन है अबाउट बिल पेमेंट्स एंड कस्टमर सैटिस्फैक्शन यूजिंग व्हाट्सएप। सो टुडे वी हैव विद अस मिस्टर हसन खान, मिस्टर सैयद सलमान रज़ा एंड मिस्टर तलहा हमीद। बिफोर वी गेट इनटू द क्वेश्चंस प्लीज़ आप अपना तारुफ कीजिए।
Yeah, so Hassan Khan, I'm working as a senior manager in the marketing function in the segments department looking after broadband products for PTCL.
Right. So I'm Sayed Salman Raza. I'm Senior Manager CBM, Customer Value Management, and I'm looking after wireline and fixed line products.
I'm Talha Hamid. I'm the head of Digital Contact Center, and I look after social media, live chat, and all the digital point customer services, right, for both PTCL and UFON.
Great. अच्छा, तो लेट्स डीप डाइव इनटू द केस स्टडी एंड द रीजन व्हाई वी हैव इनवाइटेड यू हियर। जो आप लोगों ने Eocean के साथ एक प्रोजेक्ट किक ऑफ किया, इट्स ह्यूज टू द पॉइंट कि इट हैज़ बीन कवर्ड बाय मेटा ग्लोबली। तो लेट्स ट्राई एंड अंडरस्टैंड कि इसका जेनेसिस क्या था। आपने एज इंडिविजुअल्स एंड कलेक्टिवली आपने पेन पॉइंट्स क्या आइडेंटिफाई किए थे अपने एग्जिस्टिंग सिस्टम में एट PTCL बिफोर यू थॉट कि वी नीड दिस सिस्टम एज अ क्योर?
Right. So initially, when we launched the WhatsApp chatbot, we had a very, you could say, limited feature set. So I would say the main pain point was there was no automation in upselling, and what we wanted was for customers not to have to call the helpline. But what we were facing was, even for the most basic of queries, the customers still had to contact our helpline. So that was the main objective here, to automate it all.
सो व्हाट डू यू थिंक वाज द रीजन व्हाई डू दे डू दैट? क्योंकि अक्सर ये होता है, और सिर्फ आप लोगों के साथ नहीं, काफ़ी ब्रांड्स के साथ, ऑल्दो इन्फॉर्मेशन सोशल मीडिया पे, वेबसाइट पे होता है, लोग फिर भी उसके बावजूद कॉन्टैक्ट सेंटर कॉल करते हैं। इज दिस द वे कस्टमर्स जनरली आर इन योर एक्सपीरियंस, द नीड टू कॉल a 111 number?
So it is basically lack of awareness, I guess, because customers are not engaging with WhatsApp as a channel. So हमारा मेन पर्पस ये था कि कस्टमर में अवेयरनेस पैदा की जाए ताकि वो WhatsApp के ऊपर अप्रोच करें फॉर सेल्फ सर्विस ऑप्शंस। फॉर एग्जांपल बोल्ट ऑन एक्टिवेशन, स्पीड पोस्ट। सो अगर आप ट्रेडिशनली देखें तो कस्टमर को या तो हेल्पलाइन पे कॉल करना पड़ेगा या कोई आउटबाउंड कॉल जाएगी और इसके बाद फिर एक ह्यूमन इंटरवेंशन होगी और उसके बाद फिर वो एक्टिवेशन होगी। So through WhatsApp, we actually address that particular problem. So customers within few seconds, with couple of taps, they are able to activate their desired services.
तो इसमें ऑब्वियसली एक, स्पेशली दिस इज अ क्वेश्चन फॉर यू बिकॉज यू डील विद द कस्टमर सपोर्ट डायरेक्टली द फंक्शन। तो उसमें हैंड होल्डिंग ऑब्वियसली आपने ज़्यादा पहले आप कर रहे थे बिफोर द ऑटोमेटेड सिस्टम। सो हाउ डू यू थिंक इट वाज अ डिफिकल्ट ट्रांजिशन?
Not really. I mean, things are changing now. So, पहले हम लोग देखते थे कॉल सेंटर्स के ऊपर एक वो कन्वेंशनल एक किसी भी कस्टमर का होता था कि फर्स्ट टच पॉइंट वो होगा. So with digitalization or with high penetration rate for channels such as WhatsApp, so अब हम देखते हैं people are much comfortable in just doing things themselves. So what we did was empowering them and enabling them to maybe register a complaint or upgrade their packages, download their bill, and so many other activities. So that was the key essence of this project, that empower and enable customers so they can perform all those activities themselves without having to call centers or visiting shops or other touch points.
And also take the workload off your customers' born agent.
Yeah.
How major are the issues that most customers would call about? Would it be small trivial things or is it major issues?
All right, so most of the time it's major issues. So key issue among them was the complaint registration. So that was the biggest use case for us. And I mean, auto troubleshooting. So what we used to do before was that the agent on behalf of the customer would auto troubleshoot the complaint and then guide the customer. So again, we extended the same facility to the customer themselves, so they can perform all those activities themselves again without having to wait in the queues and wait for a long time. So again, complaint registration, that was one of the key use cases for the customer for reaching us out. And so we have extended the same facility to them through this WhatsApp channel.
What was more of a priority? Although it's a funny question, क्योंकि दोनों की अहमियत equal है almost. Customer satisfaction या process efficiency? What drove it primarily, if you can say there's a difference in weightage?
I guess it's both of them for us. I mean, first thing, I mean, for the customer satisfaction, empowering them and giving them a seamless experience at a single touch point, that was really important to us. And if you talk about efficiency, I mean, obviously, this has eventually helped us in deflecting a lot of calls from our conventional touchpoints and just routing them to the self-service. So, I mean, we have reduced our workload on the agent a lot through this automation. And I mean, now our agents are available to work on more complex interactions and more complicated issues rather than working on the basic queries that can be easily addressed through WhatsApp.
So before the implementation of the system, typical customer journey क्या था आप लोगों का?
Well, how do I put this? I mean, it was fragmented. I mean, for a single query, customer had to reach multiple touch points. I mean, contact centers, shops, web portals, or even SMS. So bringing all those activities which are required by the customer into a single channel, into a single platform, I mean, that was the real essence of this project. So, and we did that seamlessly.
So before this implementation, we were using conventional and old school methods, for example, SMS and IVRs or agent-based calling. And all those channels, they were very costly and very less engaged. So with WhatsApp, especially introducing key visuals and engaging content, now customers are opting towards the offered services. And along with adding convenience, because through APIs, through automation, now we are able to get customer interest and we are able to activate those services in real time.
अच्छा, when you knew कि ये project अब kick off होने वाला है, right? तो आप लोगों के जहन में कोई reference या कोई inspiration था कि आपने कहा कि हाँ, मैंने ये इस तरह का एक model study किया है और मैं चाहूँगा कि ये इस तरह का कोई कुछ implement हो. Did you have anything in mind or nothing? It was a fresh, clean slate.
It was a fresh, keen state, but it got everyone brainstorming. And, we just brainstormed through dozens and dozens of use cases and how we could create value and convenience for our end user. So everything was about automation at the end of the day and, eliminating the need for the customer to call a helpline. Everything should be at their fingertips. It's a platform everyone is familiar with. They're really comfortable using it. So that was the objective behind it. And we just got to work thinking how we can extend our existing services, functionalities through all within the WhatsApp chatbot.
आपने brainstorming का एक जिक्र किया है. Was that in isolation with PTCL or was that collective with Eocean?
That was collective with the Eocean. So, for instance, we recently achieved a milestone where we facilitated payments all within the WhatsApp bot. So that stemmed from a use case which we had introduced, where a customer can conveniently get their bill on WhatsApp. And we thought, why not go another step further? They can view their bill. Why can't they pay it? So we got to brainstorming with the Eocean team, and we proposed some user journeys, and they delivered. We had an integration just recently with PayFirst, and the payment is as seamless and frictionless as you simply entering your CNIC and your account ID, and you're done. Voila, you've got a receipt, and your payment is done. So it was a brainstorm with collectively with multiple teams.
Nice. And moving forward, आप लोग क्या collectively क्या innovations आप कह रहे हैं कि will be on the roadmap?
So we're actively working on a large language model. The objective here is that the bot should be able to converse multilingually with our customers. So Urdu mein, anybody can message the bot and say mera bill kya hai, and it'll instantly reply and give them their detailed breakdown of the bill. ये मैंने complaint register करनी है, मैंने complaint track करनी है. So that is one angle. Then there's another exciting use case where we want to deliver bills to our customers in PDF form. So why wait for a paper bill? I mean, those days are gone, right? And why even wait for an email? You've got a WhatsApp, account. Everyone's got it. The high penetration makes it ideal. So the moment the bill is generated, you receive it in a PDF form. And then recently, like I touched upon, we've already just recently achieved the payment facilitation.
Yeah. We are slowly and gradually moving them to the self-service channels like WhatsApp.
Right.
और ये दोनों तरफ से आ रहा हूँ. Eocean से भी suggestions आ रहे हैं. आप लोगों की अपनी टीम and I'm sure marketing plays a huge role क्योंकि आपके पास direct access होता है customers का. I'm sure feedback भी आपको मिलता होगा. Unsolicited advice भी मिलता होगा customer से कि why don't you guys do this instead?
Yeah, so it all comes from, there's no shortage of data, right? And We delve into all of that. We brainstorm. Eocean contributes, suggestions, best use cases from across the globe, what other companies have done. We pitch our own ideas, and we check the feasibility. And if it's done, we fast track towards it.
Yeah, it's interesting you should say that because this case study is now being featured or has been featured by Meta now. I mean, as one of the 3 big case studies to come out of Pakistan. So that's great. I mean, that's a big accomplishment for a Pakistani company to have accomplished that, obviously, with with Meta itself. So maybe you'll be inspiring so many other people in different parts of the world in terms of using technology for their customer interaction and payments.
Absolutely. I mean, I think everyone's just getting towards, making WhatsApp and their apps an absolute 360, a holistic, a digital hub. So you should be enabling your customers to absolutely do everything they need, all the services, whether they're subscribing, it's a simple thing as retrieving your tax certificate, whether you want to upgrade your data plan, whether you want to register, track a complaint, pay your bill. Absolutely every single use case, that is what we are aiming for.
I mean, unless obviously it's like you've got banking apps जिनमें वो WhatsApp का एक link होता है, so you can divert them to that. Now, how does that data converge is an interesting question, and I think that gives partners like Eocean more homework to do. So get to make this data converge and make it useful to us. Um, Moving forward in about a year's time, I mean, I think we didn't ask this question, but are there any specific customer engagement points that will be your customers can look forward to using technology and using Eocean's platform?
So like I mentioned, LLM, a large language model, that is what we are working on currently. We are currently experimenting on a test platform where we feed the chatbot our entire knowledge base, and it is able to hold an intelligent conversation with you in multiple languages, be it French, Urdu, English, anyway. So you ask about any product, and we've eliminated the need for human intervention. The billing aspect, not just you querying your bill, but you receiving your bill timely, not having to wait for a paper bill, not having to wait for an email and opening Outlook, all within WhatsApp. Paying your bill within WhatsApp is what we've already done, but I would say it's large language models, and also integrating maybe Eocean solutions in any other digital channel where we can use AI driven solutions. So be it a web based chat, be it our social media handles.
Yeah.
So
That's the interesting thing. If it plugs into your social media, absolutely, so it helps as well. Tremendous thing for the Arashan. Exactly, and there's more value. And like you mentioned at the start of the conversation, upselling. राइट कि ठीक है कस्टमर आ तो गया उन्हें बिल या कोई ट्रबल शूटिंग के हवाले से उसी उसी हवाले से वो आए आपके प्लेटफॉर्म पे लेकिन इफ यू आर एबल टू अपसेल थिंग
what is it? Well, that's the beauty of it. So we don't just send out generic promotional messages, right? So there's a high degree of personalization to it. So there's a usage pattern of a customer, and based on that, we send them a personalized, whatever promo that we want to send them. So there's that. And
So it's about transforming WhatsApp as a revenue generation channel as well as to improve customer experience.
and I think how is what would you say that's been a good decision or
I think it's been a great decision, and it's the data shows it has. Like, so yeah, it has worked for us. So, yeah.
great. So, yeah. Anything else you gentlemen would like to add about something that people listening in or watching would say, all right, this is something that we hadn't thought of and had been in a similar position, but this is what we've learned. Because the thing with technology or any sort of any change is like initially आप कहते हैं इसमें काफ़ी resistance होती है. I know हमने textbooks में काफ़ी पढ़ी, लेकिन it really does happen in real life. वो resistance होती है, but then when you transition, you're like, this was worth that pain. What would you say was the transition pain points, if any at all?
Not exactly the pain points, but I mean, digitalization and everything, it's going to happen. So it's best if we get on with it, I mean, and keep up with the pace. So that's the real essence. I mean, if we try to avoid it and I mean, still hook to the conventional touch points and the legacy systems and everything. So sooner or later, we're going to get behind in the race. So it's best to get on with it. And I mean, offer the new channels. I mean, go and try, experiment it. So
There it's interesting experiment, right? आप experiment कर लें, pilot run कर लें, run different cohorts, see how it works for you or not. If it does, then you can scale it. I think most people इसी चीज़ से घबराते हैं कि you want us to go with the entire customer base.
Yeah.
Is that what you did? You went to the entire, or did you do it piecemeal cohorts में?
We did it piecemeal cohorts. Means that's an interesting learning, right? So especially when it comes to, and I think Saman touched upon this, when you're pitching the speed boost to a customer. So it was all segmented based on different cohorts, exactly what we should pitch, to whom we should pitch, analyzing the results, and then taking our learnings and, moving on from there.
If you find this conversation useful, please do like and follow our channel to stay updated with industry insights, innovations, and expert discussions.